high school, I took some architecture and engineering courses, and I had a good time throughout doing the projects. And I found myself leaning towards design a little bit more. And my freshman year at Temple, I took architecture, and eventually heard about the landscape architecture program and decided that was the right fit for me.
So what drew you to Temple initially?
My brother studied here as an accountant for 4 years, and it's always been something just local. I grew up in Ambler, so something I've been around. I've been all around the campus, and it seemed like a nice local fit. And I heard about the architecture program was good, so thought it'd be perfect. I think Temple's landscape architecture program, its focus on horticulture in general, is really amazing. I feel like you're actually in the field, and projects aren't just sitting in desks and working through computer models. You're actually going on field trips and learning about just being in the field in general, learning about plants. I think it's really great. It gives the student a much more unique experience, and they can better understand the concepts they're learning. So I originally started working as a student gardener at the Ambler Arboretum, and had the opportunity to come to the greenhouse. And it seems like something I would love to do, and just get a better understanding of how the Ambler campus works in general, and how the two, the LA Hort department and the Ambler Arboretum work together. And I decided to continue working because I just love the new activities I do every day. It's just something so new and different from any kind of work I've ever done before. And I find plants, I've always grown up loving nature, but actually being out here and working this job makes me appreciate them so much more. And every day it's just something new, and I love it. The greenhouse is so it hosts a lot of classes, and I think it's important that it's a nice space, calm, collected, for students to engage and learn of how greenhouse works in general, and having the plant collection to study those. So personally for me, it definitely helps me better understand the difference between plants and identifying them. And I think as a student in general, even if you're not a horticulture student or landscape architecture, it's just important to have a space like this on the campus that's kind of nice to come to and walk around. I think the plants are something that it should be way more of a focus, because that's what landscape architecture kind of differs from architecture. And we're fighting a climate crisis at the moment right now, and it's really important for professional architects and landscape architects to go out in the field and understand the plants that they're choosing, because we can create good plant communities and the trees or plants for the right area. So we're better finding areas that people can use for mental health, and to sit in, and just better spaces in general, and better for the environment as a whole. I do have a favorite plant. It is the Vanda orchid. The cultivar is the Petra Delight. It's my favorite because I just find it amazing to look at, and I find orchids amazing in general because of the way they just they're epiphytes, so they grow with aerial roots, and they just use other plants for support, and it's just amazing. They're just one example of how plants are super amazing, and specifically their purple flowers are just beautiful, and I just love it in general. I originally had never gone to the flower show until last year, and it was something just amazing to look at and see all the work that goes in behind it, specifically how the Arboretum did it. So getting the chance to work on that more is just actually amazing. Knowing how many people it will affect, and people will be able to see the amazing design that the junior studio put together is just great, and I love that I can help with that no matter how small of a part it is. I think my experience here just gets me an understanding of how behind the scenes more things work. Going to the different layers and how the process works is just important for understanding any of the designs I'm implementing, and how I can access plants, my plant design, and just working here in general gives me different opportunities and good experience, I would say. My advice to other students is to, first off, just relax and enjoy your time. The greenhouse here has such a unique variety of plants, and it's just amazing to engage with that. And I would say they have the opportunity to definitely take some horticulture classes. It's really eye-opening, and it's something that you won't really get anywhere else. And it's just nice that the Ambler campus has this opportunity, and especially for students, there's so much you can do with it. So definitely take advantage as much as you can.